Hey guys, Orly here, founder of LifeVestInside, and I want to thank each and every one of you for deciding to kick off your week with me on the weekly Kindness Kickoff with Orly, coming at you every Monday where I do a reading from my book, Kindness Boomerang, How to Save the World and Yourself through 365 Daily Acts. And then I give you, myself, and all of us out there an exciting kindness challenge based on the reading. For those of you that may not have a copy of the book and you want to know how you could get yours, you could pick up a copy directly on our website at LifeVestInside.com, or you could also check it out on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Target, Books A Million, IndieBound, iTunes. All the proceeds from the book go directly to LifeVestInside to help us do and continue to do our awesome work. What is the book about if you've never heard of it before? It's a lesson-a-day book in kindness. So for every single day of the year, just one page with an act, an inspirational quote, and then a short reflection about the power of paying it forward, showing you simple and tangible ways to begin to incorporate positive change into your everyday life. So you can start opening your eyes to see the amazing opportunities that surround you. So we're going to jump right on in to the book. For those of you also that may not have heard, once a month I'm going to be doing a giveaway where I'm going to be giving away 2 copies of the Kindness Boomerang book. One for you and one to gift away to somebody else, to pass it forward and gift it forward to another person. So how do you get your copy? Well, basically doing exactly what you're doing right now. Watching the video, leaving a comment, leaving your feedback. Let me know how you're looking to incorporate maybe that act into your day, or an act of kindness that maybe has inspired you. Based on your sharing on the videos themselves, I'm going to be then choosing a winner once a month. So that's going to be coming up just next week, is the beginning of April. So stay tuned for that. Today's reading is going to be coming to us from March 29th, for those of you that are following along. And the act goes as follows. At the end of the day, call or text a friend to see how their day went. The quote: one of the most beautiful qualities of true friendship is to understand and to be understood. And the reflection: reaching out stems from the ability we have to reach inward and find the courage to give wholeheartedly. Reaching out without reaching in leaves your gift devoid of its potential strength and capability. Every person wants to be seen and to know that someone is thinking of them. Perhaps wanting to be seen is more a need than a desire. Knowing that you matter to another often lifts us out of those slumps when we question our worth. Remember this: no one, regardless of how confident they appear to be, is exempt from questioning their worth. We all go through it at one point or another. Mere acknowledgement will offer one the strength needed to lift them out of that state of mind. It's not about the text message. It's about the fact that in the midst of the chaos of your day, you took a moment to think of another in the very same way you hope for someone to think of you. Start seeing your random texts or calls to a friend as little virtual gifts of appreciation and love. You may find that you'll start sending them out more often. Such a simple thing, sending a text message. We're not even going as far as making the phone call. It would be even more awesome to make the phone call. But something as simple as sending a text message, and just like the quote says here, one of the most beautiful qualities of true friendship is to understand and to be understood. Why did I select this quote? Well, because in order for this really to matter, it's about empathy. What is the concept of empathy? Well, empathizing with someone is actually envisioning yourself or recalling yourself when you were in that person's same exact position. We all know how awesome it is to get a text message from somebody that we weren't necessarily expecting to hear from. Just sending us and saying, hey, was thinking of you, just want to see how you're doing. It's so simple, but it makes us feel loved. It makes us feel appreciated because, just like it says, it makes us feel seen, that we matter to that person, that for a moment that person's name, that the thought of that person came into our mind and we took action on it. A lot of us always tend to say, well, that person knows how much I care about them, or, oh, they're busy, it doesn't really matter. But take a moment to place yourself in their position and ask yourself the question: how would you feel? Not how would you feel if nobody reached out. We're not going to look at the negative. We're getting that away. We're looking at the positive. How would you feel if today At the end of the day, watching this video, at the end of today, someone sent you a text message and just said, hey, you were on my mind, just was thinking about you, wanted to see how you're doing. I have to tell you, I didn't realize this until right now that I'm saying it. Just yesterday, I actually did this with two people. Friends of mine that I haven't spoken to in a while. One of them, actually, I met him on an airplane. Okay, I was traveling with my family. This is, my goodness, this is so many years ago. This was back in 2013, around the same exact time as right now. And I was flying back to New York. I was in Jerusalem, actually, with my family. I was flying back to New York, and in the airport, I wasn't feeling well. I was really not feeling great that day. I bumped into this guy that was sitting there, and we started talking, and we exchanged information, and that was it, back in 2013, okay? We stayed in touch over the years, you know, sending a message here and there. And just yesterday, for some reason, he popped into my mind. He doesn't live here. He lives in France. So I went onto Facebook and I sent him a message. I said, hey, just wanted to see how you're doing. Was thinking of you. How you been? He sends me a message back that he actually moved here to Jerusalem. So for those of you that don't know, I moved from New York to Jerusalem just back a year ago, almost a year ago. He said, I happened to move to Tel Aviv and I'm living here and I'm supposed to be coming into Jerusalem the next day, which is today. I said, what? Are you serious? Bottom line now, I sent him my WhatsApp number and we're talking. We're connecting. To reignite a friendship that I just met this guy one time in my life at an airport. But something as simple as a message, I didn't even realize until speaking about this right now that I actually just did this. And it happens to be, I'm going to end up meeting him tomorrow. What is the purpose? Why am I sharing this? Now, it could be that it's somebody that you haven't spoken to in years. Like a random situation where you met somebody and you wanted to check up and see where they are in life. Or maybe it's somebody that you lost touch with. Maybe it's somebody that there was a little bit of tension between you. Maybe you got into a fight. Maybe you drifted. You lost touch with each other, whatever it may be. Or somebody, maybe that's just going through a rough time. I have a friend of mine also that I care for very, very dearly. Amazing, amazing person. And I haven't actually had the opportunity. He's away right now. He's been traveling for several months. And I can tell you that something as simple as a message checking up on him, I know means a lot to him. And he's done the same exact thing for me. When you don't hear from somebody in a while, a simple, how you doing, can make all the difference because we don't know. Even the people that are your best friends, people that you talk to every single day, and you think, you know what's going on in their life, everything is good. You never actually know what's happening in a person's life. You don't know what happens behind closed doors. Maybe they appear like everything is good, everything is happy, but you don't know if somebody's going through a rough day. Something simple. So let's make this week, let's make the challenge to see people. But how do we see people? The first thing we have to do is we have to see ourselves. Because you won't be able to have the ability to see people if you don't first notice what it is that you need in your life to make you feel good. Because if you actually connect, and that's exactly why it says just as follows, reaching out without reaching in leaves your gift devoid of its potential strength and capability. Simply reaching out without actually understanding and internalizing why it's important. Asking yourself, when did I go through something? How much did it mean to me when somebody reached out? When you come and you reach out to people from that place of understanding, my goodness, how much more of a potential. Just within the words, it's not about the words you say. It's about the emotion and the feeling that you feel when you're sending that message or when you're making that phone call, whatever it may be. So over the course of this week, let's reach in. Let's remember how it feels when somebody does something good for us or reaches out to us or sees us. And you're going to much, much more readily and easily start seeing people and want to see people and want to send those extra messages. I cannot wait to hear what sort of relationships are sparked again or ignited again through the challenge of this week of seeing people and sending those small messages. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me for the weekly Kindness Kickoff with Orly. I hope that you join me every single Monday. I'm going to ask you guys to do me a favor. Please take a moment and hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to the channel to show your support. I want to hear from you. Let me know what you think about these videos. I love getting messages from you guys. It really warms my heart. Leave a comment. Have you done this? Or how's it felt when somebody's done this for you? And also, there are 2 newsletters that go out. Right now, just to let you know, the LifeVestInside website is down because we're working really hard trying to get the new website up. But it's been taking a little bit longer than I expected, which those of you that have done websites know exactly what I'm talking about. But hopefully it will be up very, very soon. The website is LifeVestInside.com. When it does go up, I'll let you know. But if you're seeing this at a later time, just know that there you have the ability to subscribe to one or both of our newsletters, one that goes out daily and one that goes out monthly. And it's really sort of like a one-stop shop for everything kindness, making you a short read to inspire you, make you feel good about the world, because when we feel good about the world that we're living in, when we start seeing the positivity, more positivity is reflected back at us. Things are a lot greater than we think they are. They're a lot better than we think they are. We just need to exercise this muscle a little bit more, the eye muscle a little bit more, to start seeing the good. So thank you guys once again for joining me for the weekly Kindness Kickoff with Orly. I hope you continue to follow along. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Share this video with others. Let me know what you think. And guys, remember, it's kindness that keeps the world afloat. Love you all. Bye now. Mwah!